everybody, and welcome to SAF1 ESports Division 2, and it's round 12 tonight, and we are racing in Belgium. And yeah, two 25% races awaiting us, but first we have a 18-minute qualifying session. And in the commentary box with me tonight is not James, as always. Tonight we have a guest commentator. So yeah, welcome Mackett, and I hope you all enjoy the racing with me tonight.
Thanks, and hi everybody. See you this evening. My first commentary stint. Please do bear with me if I don't make a few mistakes here and there. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. No worries. Mistakes are bound to happen. It happens to everyone, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm quickly going to just go on board and see who's about to set their first lap. It looks like a Williams is up ahead. I think it might be Quentin Gaming, our Dutch driver. Yeah, he's up ahead. He's going to be setting the first hard lap. He's just on his out lap still.
Yeah, I believe whole time for the Belgium 2020 Grand Prix was a 1:41.2. See if we can get anywhere close to those times.
A 1:41.2. That's actually a very good time. So, are you talking about the actual F1?
Yes.
Yeah. Who set pole there?
Lewis Hamilton.
Hamilton. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if these guys can get anywhere close to that. It's going to be interesting though. Because some of these guys are still fairly new to league racing. Some of them are quite experienced. And I've also seen quite a few of these drivers actually come through and improving throughout the season over the last 12 rounds. So it's quite impressive to see how well their racecraft and their pace has actually increased.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We're all here for to enjoy the sport that we all love.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. So yeah, Quentin is just approaching the bus stop chicane now, which is also probably the most difficult corner exit on the entire track, and he's about to start his... Oh, he's actually gone into the pit lane.
Really?
It's quite strange.
Or is that an installation lap, or what is that from there?
I'm not sure. It's quite... I don't know, maybe he felt he didn't... Maybe he wants... I don't know, he cannot change his setup. Maybe he wants to change his front wing, or maybe he's changing his strategy and he wants to start on a medium tyre.
That's interesting.
Yeah, let's see who else. There's a Merc coming up next. Brad. It's actually Cowboy. Cowboy's about to start his first hard lap.
Hooked up the first corner very nicely there.
Yeah, he did, and he's approaching Rouge now. Radion, it's quite a tricky part of the section, part of the track as well.
And he loses the back end.
Luckily he saved it, didn't clip the wall there. Yeah, so these guys also race with simulation damage, just like we do in Division 1. So,
okay.
So they have to be extra cautious for any type of contact.
Yeah. Any running over debris might just cause a puncture.
That too, definitely. Okay, let's see who else is on the hot lap here. I think there's a Ferrari actually on a hot lap at the moment. That's Eugene, yeah. Currently second in the standings. He's a little bit... It's quite a bit of points away from Grimjaw. I'll go through the point standings in a little while, but yeah, let's quickly watch him go through his hot lap.
I'm expecting big things from this man tonight. He stepped into our Division 1 race and he won the race.
Yeah. Exactly, in Belgium, so he's got the rhythm. Yeah, that was quite a good race for him. Winning in the top division by standing in as a reserve, so...
Really impressive.
So hopefully he can repeat that tonight. Nicely into the bus stop chicane. Let's see if he can hook up this exit. Yep, no wheel spin.
Very nice, very nice.
1:42.2. I'm expecting that to be improved later in the session. I'm sure he's going to do another lap. Willie comes in second place in a 1:45.8. So I don't know if he made a mistake somewhere on that lap, but he's quite a bit off the pace from Eugene. Up next is I think it's Killer Bean. Oh, he's just about to start his hot lap, yeah. And Brad actually put it up in second place. So this is Brad's second round with the SAF1. Last week was his first round that he raced with us. Had a bit of unfortunate, he had a crash in one of the races, so he told me earlier last week, told me later last week he was definitely looking to improve this week, so I'm expecting good things from him as well tonight.
One to watch for this season. Looking at Royal Viking, one of the few runners on the medium side. Looks like he's about to start a lap.
Okay, clip with him. Slowing down nicely there before the bus stop chicane. He's probably just trying to get his ERA settings and everything right, so he's about to start his hot lap now. If he can hook this lap up and possibly start in the top 10 on mediums, that'll be a good starting position from him. And I can see that him and his teammate are going for the same strategy, because Immortal Viking and the other McLaren also set a lap on mediums.
Let's see if he hooks up for Rouge and Radion. This is the back end slightly, but shouldn't cost him too much down.
Yeah, luckily he stayed flat out as well, because what happens there sometimes is when a driver feels that he's losing the rear end and he lifts the car, he kind of loses a bit of downforce as well. So it's actually important to keep it flat out.
A little bit gingerly through the source. Looks like a decent lap here. Should see him into the top 10 easily.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's keep it clean. Coming through, like, my favorite corner of the entire calendar is Puon.
Yeah.
Love to take this corner flat out. Let's see. Yeah, small lift.
Yeah, small though.
Nailed. Yeah, very good corner there.
Coming to the end of 52 now. This is the prime position where you'd want a slipstream right now, just to carry you all the way down to the bus stop.
Yeah, actually, it's a good area to get a slipstream, and also on this track, there's a lot of opportunities for slipstreaming as well in the race. Let's see what time he does. Is he going to beat his teammate's time of a 146.0? Yeah. He does 144.7. That's a very good lap. And just look further up the timesheets, we have Sir Hamrick in P4, also on the mediums, and with a 143.2. That's quite good. That's a very good lap.
Looks like he's on another lap, another good lap.
Certainly does. I'm quickly going to go.
Down.
Oh, he is. Okay. Keep me up to date with what he does there. I'm quickly going to go over to Grimjaw. Just want to see what's happening here. I think he's on an out lap by the looks of things, and I think he's about to start his hot lap soon. So I'm just going to keep an eye, because I think he might be a potential candidate for pole position. Yeah.
Oh, and he's lost it. I think he will be coming to the pits this lap.
Grimjaw also had very bad oversteer on the start of his hot lap, but let's see, maybe he can salvage it and still put in a top 5 time here. Yeah, this part of the track is just literally flat out. Nail it, don't invalidate. Just brake. You don't miss your braking point here into the turn after the Kemmel straight, otherwise you run deep and then you don't make the corner entry into the next left-hander. So he did it very nicely there. Early on the throttle coming out of it and going downhill. Quite a tricky braking point here as well, into what I believe is the corner with no name. I think so.
Yeah, corner with no name, that's the one.
Yeah, so yeah, and then coming down this little straight towards Puon. Little downshift to 7th gear and flat out. Nicely there. Easy to invalidate if you run a little bit wide. And then a nice complex of corners here. If you can nail this, there's so much time to gain.
He hooked it up really nice.
He did actually, and he's on the at the end of sector 2 with a purple sector 2. This looks like his second lap actually, because I see he's up by like 20 seconds, so he must have invalidated his first lap.
He keeps it all together in the last game. It could be pole.
Let's see. Definitely won't want Eugene to start on pole, so let's see. Nice exit, don't oversteer. Nicely done. Yep, he goes pole by 2/10. Very good. Eugene is also on a lap. He's already started his hot lap, so that's going to be interesting to see.
He's invalidated.
Just invalidated as I joined on board with him, so yeah, unfortunately.
Commentators curse statement. Commentators curse.
Must be, for sure. Let's see who else is on the lap here. Robico, Eugene's teammate.
Alpha spinning in sector 2.
Alfa Romeo, who was that? QS or Zars?
QS. Zars looks like he's retired.
I know Shakes and Diego both had qualifying bans, which is the reason they retired early in the session. So Don Robico has actually done pretty well. He's quite a good, he's got a strong race 2 every week. His race 2 is quite strong, so sitting in P4 at the moment, it's good. But I think he's going to want to get closer to Eugene so he can help him, you know, battle Grimjaw there at the race starts. So he's going to want to jump up to P2 or P3. There's a car up ahead of him approaching Puon. I hope he gets out of the way. It's Sir Hamrick, which I think he should. That might have just been in time. Oh, and he loses it. Clipped that inside curve. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's have a look at Brad. He's about to set another hard lap. He's going through Puon now. Oh, he invalidated.
Actually, I'm bored with his teammate.
Cowboy.
Don't take the Rouge and Radion pretty well. There's like his moves enough. So the 10th down to 61.
Yeah,
looks like the McLarens have ditched the medium strategy, both of the top now.
Yeah, I think they saw that they were going to fall back too far, but Sir Hamrick is still sitting in P5 on the medium, so I don't know if he's going to actually want to go for another run.
He just invalidates his soft run.
Is Cowboy back in the pits?
He is approaching sector 3 right now.
Okay, I'm looking at Brad on the minimap then. I'm just watching Killer Bean. He's coming into the bus stop chicane now. He's on a hard lap. I actually didn't see his sector time, so I don't know if he's going to improve, but I'm sure I'll be able to tell you shortly. He does improve. He goes up to P4 with a 142.9, so that's a good lap for him. So at this point it looks like it's Red Bull versus Ferrari versus Haas up there in the top 6. Let's see who else is on the lap. Cowboy's still on the lap. Oh, he just finished. He did improve though. Okay, Mortal Viking setting his first.
Oh,
and he nearly did. Did you see that?
Big crash there. Big crash in sector 2. I'm
From
surprised he still has his front wheel on.
Yeah, from Immortal Viking. That was that was quite hectic. I was expecting him to retire there. So yeah, you can see them. Half his front wing is missing. He's definitely going to have to pit to replace that.
Let's see what Yakunaku can do.
Okay, let's check.
He looks like he's on a flyer.
He's also been quite impressive since he joined SAF1. He only joined, I think, about 6 rounds ago. But he's done very well. He's had a couple of podiums.
Oh, you up no name really well.
Does.
That corner is notorious for sucking you wide as you break down into it there.
Yeah, you can run deep very easily. You just break a little bit too late. Pull on almost flat. That's good. That's good. Let's see if we can also nail a purple sector 2 here.
A little bit wide. That's gonna cost me some time.
Run wide, don't run wide. Nicely. Easy to invalidate there as well. Yeah, this really looks like a decent lap. So if he can split Eugene and Grimjaw, that's going to be very nice for Grimjaw. He's going to really want someone between him and Eugene tonight.
Picks up the throttle really nice.
Okay, improves for half a second, but he's still a tenth behind Eugene.
Grimshaw is getting a really good show off the demo straight.
Alright. I'll join on Grimjaw in a short while. I'm just watching the end of Eugene's hot lap. He's about 1.5 tenths up on his time, which will place him. It will definitely place him in pole if he keeps it up. He doesn't improve. Well, he improves his time, but he stays P2. Grimjaw's up by 2.5 tenths. That's good.
Really neat lap so far. It's a little bit of oversteer, but he's still up on his time, but
Nice entry into the bus stop chicane. Let's get a good exit here. Yes.
Oh, 41.8.
What was the time that you said that was pole?
41.2.
Okay, so they're about 6 tenths behind. That's not bad, actually.
That's really decent.
Yeah, very, very good indeed. And that seems to be the end of qualifying. There's a few guys that's probably still going to come on their final flying laps. Let's have a look. Yeah, Don Rubico is about to finish his hot lap. Maybe the first one to, oh no, 3 guys already taken a checkered flag. Oh, and he goes P4. Nice, nice. So he splits the two
Red Bull,
Asmos.
Red Bull leads Ferrari, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. And also in the who else is on the hot lap? Yeah, I just want to quickly check. Brad has taken the checkered flag. Carabo is actually sector 2 coming down his final, doing his final hot lap, and he is up by almost a tenth. So yeah, in the standings, Ferrari, in the constructor standings, Ferrari leads Aston Martin by Aston Martin Red Bull just by over 50 points. So by 53 points. So I think, you know, Red Bull really needs to score good points here. Otherwise, Ferrari is going to keep opening up the gap with the constructors. Unfortunately, Carabo did not improve. Who else is on the lap? Royal Viking invalidated.
I think that's qualifying over.
Yeah, it seems like it. So yeah, interesting. And just in the standings for so far this season, I haven't gone through that yet. So we've got Grimjaw leading Eugene by, I don't know, Grimjaw's got 439 points and Eugene 370. And then Don Rubico in the other Ferraris in third place on 230. And very close behind, only 6 points between them, is Carabo in the Renault on 224. And then in fifth place we have a McLaren of Royal Viking on 191 points. So the position for P3 is still, still up for grabs. I think the top 2 guys are a little bit too far ahead of the field for anyone to catch them. But the fight is still on between them, so it's going to be interesting to see. Because I worked it out last week, if you win both races, and you get fastest lap in both races, plus you get your 2 points for attendance for each race. You can bag 56 points in a round.
Mm.
So that's a huge chunk of points,
That's a lot of points to play for.
Exactly.
It's gonna be interesting going into turn 1, those two up here in P1 and P2.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be crazy. Let's hope they all get clean through. So I just want to run you through the grid. So in pole position we've got Grimjaw, SAF1 Eugene in P2, Yaku Nagel in P3, Don Rubico P4 in the Ferrari, Sir Hamrick in the other has P5. Brad with a very nice comeback after last week in a P6, Killer Bean in the other Red Bull P7, Carabo P8, Royal Viking P9, and Willie in the Alpha Tauri P10, who's a driver that's been improving a lot week after week. So I'm looking forward to see if he can move himself up the grid towards the end of the race. The only driver in the top 10 to start on the mediums is Royal Viking. So he managed to stay in the top 10. That's good work from him. And then, yeah, we'll see who chooses which tires for race 1.
I expect those who qualified outside of the top 10 to definitely fit the medium at this track.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also, it's going to be a short race actually. It's only 11 laps. So it's literally a sprint, pedal to the metal. You don't have to worry about tires. You just push lap after lap.
Drive as fast as you can.
Absolutely. So yeah, the drivers are just choosing their strategies and final settings, and we'll kick off the formation lap soon, and then we'll be able to see who chose which tires outside of the top 10. But yeah, I think everyone outside will probably go mediums. I hope I've got sound. Doesn't sound like it. Oh, I do. Yeah, I do have sound. Alright, let's quickly see. Oh, only Immortal Viking in P13 and Quinton in P15 have gone for the medium tires. So the whole field is on soft except for three drivers, yeah. Even the two guys who had qualifying bans, are both going soft tires. And I think the guys on the softs will probably go like maybe 5 laps, and then they'll pit for mediums. Maybe 6 laps, but I don't expect any drivers on the soft to go longer than 6 laps. Or if they end up doing, I think they're going to start losing a lot of time. And yeah, from my side, I'm hoping there's no safety car tonight, because it's such a short race, only 11 laps. So we don't want to waste any laps. We just want to have racing, flat out racing for 11 laps.
So take us through the mindset, Quinton. What would you be doing in Grimjaw's position? I mean, you're on pole, you're leading the championship. Do you fight hard into turn 1? Or do you just play the long game?
I think it all depends on the type of start you get. So if I'm Grimjaw and I go into turn 1 side by side with Eugene, and I have the inside line, I'll probably fight for the lead. But if he got a better start than me, I won't fight him into turn 1, because the risk of wing damage and then pitting is just too big. I'll just let him go, because I know he's a little bit behind me in the points. And then you can always just wait 2 or 3 laps behind him, and then take him on when there's DRS. So yeah, these guys have good pace. They can match each other on track. So if one is ahead of the other, at least they know that they can, keep with each other. It's not like the one guy is going to drive away from the other one.
Yeah.
And then they also have to keep in mind that there's a second race coming as well. So yeah, I think a lot of drivers will probably not be too aggressive in race 1, because top 10 finishing positions here is quite important, especially that race 2 we have a reverse grid for the top 10. So for the first time viewers here, whoever wins this race will start in 10th place in the next race, and then second place will start P9 and third place P8. And yeah, whoever finishes 10th in this race will start in P1. So it's almost like almost like the F2 guys.
Yeah.
And that's also, you know, what separates the fast drivers from the good drivers, because you can be fast, but if you're not a good racer, you're going to lose position. So if you win this race and you start in P10, but you're not a good racer wheel to wheel, you're not gonna win the race, or you're not gonna make positions. So yeah, the drivers are just lining up. I see Tiego's a little bit further back.
Yeah, he wants that extra try attempt.
Exactly. Let the guys in front lose some tire temperature. So I just hope for a good camera angle, yeah, but I'm sure we'll get one
Yeah,
soon.
that's what we're hoping for.
Come on, give me a good camera. There we go. And it's 4 lights, it's 5 lights. Revs go up, and away they go. And it looks like a very good start from Grimjaw. Does look like Eugene also. Is he going to go side by side with him into turn 1? No, it doesn't look like it. I think Grimjaw gets the position. So he leads. Sir Amric actually got a brilliant start. He's up to P3. Yeah, Sir Amric did a brilliant start. He's up to P3 already. That's actually very good to see. And then the Ass Boys with Jacko in P4. Did we have a crash? Yes, Quinton Gaming unfortunately crashed out going through Radion and R Rouge there. And we have a virtual safety car. Grimjaw leading, Eugene second, Sir Hamrick third, Jacko fourth. Don Rubico lost a few positions there. He's in P5, Brad P6. And yeah, then Killer Bean, I don't think he lost any positions, P7. All looks like everyone got through pretty clean. I've temporarily lost my commentary, my co-commentator there, so I'm sure he is going to join the party soon. And it's racing again, and Eugene actually caught Grimjaw napping there. So he's actually taken the lead. I unfortunately missed that, sorry guys, yeah. So, and look at the two as, oh, Jacko loses it. He's in the wall there. Did he get terminal damage? No, he's not. He's still in the race. But yeah, let's go back up to the top. Grimjaw, second place. So Amric third. Eugene runs a bit wide. Grimjaw all over him. Eugene lost a bit of momentum there. Grimjaw's going to look for a move up the inside here into the bus stop chicane. Is he actually going to go for it? He's going to go up the outside, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't stick it. So yeah. Very good. So Amric gets a decent exit there, but so does Grimjaw. So these top three guys are really going for it. Wow. Are you back, Mackett?
I'm back, ladies and gents.
Okay,
great start for my commentary career.
Dude, this top three was just nailing it. I thought they were going to go 3 wide into the bus stop chicane. That was insane. So yeah, Don Rubica still sitting pretty in P4 there. Quite a big gap between him and Carabo up in P5. Let's see what happened further up the field, yeah. Oh, Tiago also crashes out.
The flag. Let's hope this is VSC and not a full safety car.
No, he also crashed in Radion. It is a full course safety car. Full course yellow.
Man.
And
Let's
Jacko...
see what the strategy is from the top three.
Yeah, Jacko just pitted. He just came out the pits. So he's actually going to benefit from this, I think. So Eugene's leading. At the safety car, the VSC restart, he caught Grimjaw napping and he actually went for a move at the inside just before Puon. So good stuff from Eugene. So Amric still in P3. Don Rubica P4. Killer Bean P5. Shakes. Wow.
Oh, Shakes up 10 position.
Yeah, from P16.
Stunning start.
That's a brilliant start, yeah. Good, clean and cautious racing. Brought him up all the way to P6 there.
Let's hope they all behave under the Delta and
Yeah.
no one gets a drive penalty.
Yeah, the only guy with a penalty so far is Willie with a track limits infringement, so 3 seconds for him. The rest of the guys are all still pretty clean. Let's see if Eugene's going to pit. Yes, he is.
Yeah, then.
Grimjaw pits, Amric pits, Don Rubico pits. They're double stacking. Ferrari's double stacking. So is Red Bull.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer to pit right now.
Actually, yeah, it is. Shakes. Top 7, top 8's pitting. Top 9 is pitting. Top 10. Oh, Czar's also pitting. He actually... Oh, he didn't. He missed the bus stop chicane apex.
Oh, 5-second
Yeah,
pen there.
it's unfortunate. He's going to be in the lead.
Oh,
I think he's not. No, I think there's going to be about 3 guys ahead of him.
P4.
Where's the guys that just pitted? Oh, Royal Viking is pitting again and he's going for hard tires. That's interesting.
Maybe he's saying those mediums won't make it right to the end.
I think it would have though. Probably be worn a bit, but yeah. So unfortunately, the McLaren boys are then all the way at the back, both on hard tires, going for the same strategy there. So yeah, what would you have done? Would you have stayed out or would you have pitted?
No, definitely. You can't stay out under this, especially with the 25% race. I think the amount of time you'd lose staying out will be just massive. So you have to pit it. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think so. And then if you stayed out on the softs, your pit window would have been like maybe 1 or 2 laps after the safety car comes in.
2 laps down.
And
on average, the safety car stays out for about 3 laps. So
yeah.
Might as well just pit now.
Exactly, and if you didn't pit and you stayed like Czar's, for example, his pit window is going to be in the next 2 or 3 laps. So when he pits, the whole field will still be bunched up. So he's going to come out all the way at the back.
You never know. Might be a safety car later on as well.
That's true. I don't know what the record is for like the most safety cars in a 25% race. I think I've seen 2 though, and a VSC. And we're on lap 3 now, and we have had a VSC and a full safety car. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So let's quickly see who the biggest losers and gainers are here. So yeah, Czar's the biggest gainer, 10 positions, along with Shakes, up 10 positions. Biggest loser is Jaco Nagel, unfortunately, last. But he had a spin in sector 2, and he clipped the wall and he had to quit, so that's why he lost so many positions. He was in P4 when he spun. And the other guys are all just like maybe losing 1 position, gaining 1. Brad lost 6 positions, unfortunately. Could have been due to a pit stop and also a Royal Viking.
Czar's in the pits?
Yeah, he's
it's like he's planning that strategy.
Smart choice to pit now, because he'll be able to catch up the field, and even though he's going to be at the back, he'll be on equally fresh tires, you know.
Ooh, McLaren doing something naughty on the home straight.
What are they doing? Overtaking each other?
Yeah. Not sure what team orders these are on the safety car.
These oaks are not talking to each other clearly. Hopefully the game doesn't give one of them a penalty now. I think the safety car should be in at the end of this lap actually. So Oz will definitely catch them.
So top 12 on mediums.
Yeah.
Besides the 2 McLarens who are on hard tires. Could be a master stroke from them in the end. But we shall wait and see. Next 7 laps.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know what the tire wear is like, you know, in a 25% race. It's quite severe because I don't know if it's gonna. They're gonna be slow the race at the restart, but maybe come lap 9, lap 10, their tires will be in better condition than the guys on the mediums. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Okay, let's see. Approaching.
The good thing as well for Czar is he served that 5-second time penalty in the pits as well. So his slate is wiped clean, and hopefully he can keep it clean for the rest of the race.
That's actually true. I didn't think of that. I forgot that he picked up that penalty, so that's a good thing for him. Maybe that was the reason behind his pit stop, to just get it out the way. And now, you know, if a few guys ahead of him picks up penalties and he keeps it clean, he's definitely going to jump a few guys as well. Okay, safety car definitely in this lap. You expect Eugene to slow down, start weaving, getting temperature in the tires, and then I'm expecting him to only start accelerating at the exit of the bus stop chicane.
Let's hope this is a better restart than what he did in Dope 1.
Yeah, I remember. That's true. He was leading the safety car bunch as well. Oh, he's going. No, he's not.
No,
He's
it
not.
doesn't look like he's going yet. I
Not
think he's
yet.
learned from the last time.
Yeah. Let's see. The guys are not actually close to him though. There we go. Grimjaw's catching up. Let's hope for a clean and a good start. Listen to the throttle. Yeah, and he's gone. At the exit, he's gone. Royal Viking picked up a penalty for ignoring yellow flags there. The top three has actually caught the rest of the bunch snapping behind them. Look at that gap. Already. Shakes right behind. Rebecca picked up a little bit of oversteer there. Is this going to make him vulnerable to Killer Bean? Let's see. Lifting through Arouge, just taking it easy. The mediums are not up to optimal temperature yet. What's happening at
Good
the back
restart
here?
from Eugene.
Yeah, definitely a good restart. Nice and clean as well. No real incidents or risky moves. I think a very close battle at the moment is Cowboy and Willie. Oh, Cowboy just made a little mistake there, but he was right on at the back of Willie, going through that sector just before corner with no name. And I'm just watching Jacko. He's got really good pace, so he's going to want to clear these two Mercedes drivers very quickly, so he can start, hunting down the front. And I think he is going to clear Brad now. Brad went wide. He's going to go around the outside of this corner. No, thinks better of it. Actually, a wise choice not to go for the move there.
Yeah, he has to hold of 63 to catch him into the bus stop.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Brad gets him in the cross there.
Yeah, this really makes him lose a little bit of momentum, so Eugene's going to probably just buy his time for a lap, and he's going to maybe try and take him on the next lap. What's happening up front? Half a tenth
Seem
lead.
to be dropping Sir Emmerich.
Yeah, I think so. Does look like it. Grimjaw right on the back, 2 tenths behind Eugene. Is he going to go for the move through down the Keppel Straight? Definitely has the momentum. Nice and clean through Radion there. No DRS yet.
Doesn't look like he's activating overtake.
He only activated it before Reach, but I think he's just waiting maybe for DRS, which will be activated at the end of this lap.
Very smart driving from a Red Bull driver.
Yeah, definitely. I see Shakes picked up a time penalty as well. I think that was for track limits, as well as Willie and Royal Viking with a 8-second penalty already.
And he picked up those 8 seconds under the safety car.
He did. I remember he did, yeah.
Not sure what's happening down at McLaren, but I don't think we'll be happy with that.
Definitely not. Also, there's a big gap between the two teammates, so I think Immortal Viking maybe had a spin or something. There's a huge gap between them. And you can also see that the difference in time between Jacko or Yaku in the on the mediums and Royal Viking on the hards already a 2.9 second gap. So that's not working for him. Right, let's see. Grimjaw right at the back of Eugene. Is he going to go for the move into the bus stop chicane?
Eugene
Ooh, the
very defensive.
Doors open. It's tempting.
And Royal Viking has retired.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Hopefully no safety car. DRS has just been enabled. The drivers up front is definitely going to need that. Gonna watch Grimjaw quickly. He's so close to Eugene. He has activated overtake momentarily there. I'm expecting him to do so again right about now. There we go. And DRS will be open, and I think this is going to be a pretty easy move for him.
On the outside.
Yeah. Let's see if Eugene, he just
made
slots
the
in
move.
behind him. Yeah, he's not going to go for the defensive.
Early Verkle out as well. Looks like he's lost his, Rouge.
Oh no, that's quite a tricky one, and I see Shakes picks up another penalty.
I believe he's our first victim of a route.
I think it's the second. I think Quinton Gaming in the Williams was the first victim there on lap 1. So is Eugene going to fight back? He needs to stay close enough to Grimjaw so that he can utilize that DRS on the next lap. He runs a little bit wide there. He definitely picked up a warning, so that was all 4 wheels off the track.
Yeah, Eugene's sitting on 2 warnings. The next one will be a 3-second time then.
And look at this, Grimjaw already opened up almost a full second on Eugene, so Eugene's going to have to work really hard to keep that gap under a second, and then also defend from Sir Hamrick, who's back up to less than a second behind Eugene. Both get DRS, Eugene and Sir Hamrick, but Grimjaw's 1.1 seconds ahead, so Eugene is not going to get DRS here. But let's see, Sir Hamrick's going to get DRS.
He's a bit too far back.
I think so, yeah. Shakes with another penalty.
Oh.
What's going on, man? 9 seconds already. Oh no, that's not what he wants.
He's got to move on the Ferrari though.
Oh, just caught the end of it. Thanks for telling me.
Oh, there we go. Eugene gets 2 seconds down 10.
That's going to also make him, you know, vulnerable to Sir Hamrick. So Sir Hamrick's going to definitely jump him if the gap stays like this between them. But close racing between the top 3, to be honest. Grimjaw is now obviously, you know, checked out.
He's checked out. He's dropped him.
Yeah, he's gone.
And we have a Mercedes.
Is that Brad? Did Brad retire? Yes, he did.
Retired on the exit of the pit lane.
Oh, cold tires.
Let's hope it's off the racing line and there's no further safety.
Yeah, and there's only 3 laps to go, so hopefully it doesn't come out. So Hamrick is closing on Eugene up the bus of chicane. He needs to save his ERS. He's going to need it. He's going to need all of it because Eugene won't have any DRS right now. Yep, DRS open.
Just for the viewers, when we speak about DRS, it's called drag reduction system, and that's when the rear wing flaps open and it creates less drag in a straight line. You have to be within 1 second of the tire to activate that DRS.
Yeah, I'll show you guys now. Look at the rear wing of Sir Hamrick. I can show you there, it's open. And watch, the moment he brakes, it'll close. I'll show you now. There, the moment he brakes, it closes. So that gives you, I think, like at least 20 kilometers an hour extra down the straights.
Yeah, and Cowboy as well. Cowboy's on.
Also Orange.
Third victim this evening.
Yeah, let's look on board here with Immortal Viking. There he is at the back. Oh, unfortunate. I don't think Sir Hamrick's going to go for the overtake here. I think he's just going to work very hard to stay within 3 seconds of Eugene, and he's got P2 secured, as long as he doesn't get any penalties. And I think the same goes for Don Rubico. I think he's just going to try and stick close to his Shakes, because 9 seconds with the penalties already. Just want to have a look at something. Rubico will finish P4 as things stands now.
I believe Shakes will finish 10 if things stand the way they are now, based on his penalty.
Yeah, that's a bit far. Look at this weather, Mackett. Very dark clouds. And you know how these things can like suddenly just last 2 laps
will just open up.
Yeah, 2 laps before the end, if we see some rain, that's really gonna mess things up for them.
I don't think anyone will pit though. 2 laps to go. I don't think it's worth the risk.
I don't think so. I So Amric's outside of DRS, so he's not going to pick up DRS this time around. Yeah, I think he's just maintaining the gap within 3 seconds. The Grimjaw's really opened up a nice gap, 1.6 seconds, playing it safe. He knows he doesn't have to push very hard now and risk anything. He also knows Eugene's got a 3-second time penalty, so he won't even mind if Eugene closes that gap a little bit. He knows he's got the win sealed if he can just keep the car on the black stuff. What's happening further back? Any close battles? Yeah, it looks like Jaco Nagel is hunting down QAZ and Alfa Romeo for P8. Only 2 guys with penalties so far, so actually surprisingly clean, to be honest, because this track actually it's notorious for, you know, giving away a lot of penalties for track limits.
Shakes will be kicking himself at the moment.
Although he'll be kicking himself, but he'll have pole position for race 2. So if he can show the same pace that he does now, he stands a good chance of a podium finish in race 2.
Yeah. And he's up 12 positions from where he started. You can just cut out the track limit. He should be in a good position in the next race.
Yeah, a little bit of discipline, and then I think he's got good potential for race 2. Grimjaw starts the final lap of the race. He's already opened up a 2.3 second gap.
On board with Jaco Nagel, yeah. I think move will happen on Kimmel straight.
Right, I'm joining you there. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can get this move done down the Kemmel straight. He does, certainly. He's got more ERS than QAS. QAS is like 0 ERS, so he's going to be an easy move for him.
Easy for us.
Yeah, great job. Obviously, QAS used all of his ERS to stay ahead.
Yeah.
So I'm back with the race leader Grimjaw now, but I see Sir Amric's actually closed the gap nicely between him and Eugene, although I don't think he'll go for the move. But yeah, let's go through the final sector here with race leader Grimjaw. Also started on pole position. He lost out at the VSC restart. Eugene caught him napping, but he managed to get that position back, and he's had a very, very solid and actually quite a dominant
He's controlled the race.
Yeah,
From the safety car restart, he just controlled it really well.
Beautiful, yeah, and good pace, you know. So yeah, he comes around the final chicane and takes a very good victory. I'm not sure how many victories. I think this is like his 9th win of the season. So that's
well
very
done.
good. Ooh, so Amric almost had Eugene over the line. Obviously he takes him on penalties, but he almost overtook him on the line. So that's good. Don Rubica finishes P4, Killer Bean P5. Shakes is going to drop way back. Carabo jumps up to P6. Jaco Nagel is going to jump. Oh,
Right,
Shakes.
yeah.
Shakes finishes in P7.
Not all dark and gloom for Shakes in that race.
No, not at all actually. So yeah, he will start P4 in race 2 then. Immortal Viking coming home, and I think P11 for Zars. It's good that he kept it on track. I know he's had a bit of a bad luck with a few DNFs over the last few races, so I'm happy that he finishes this race. Good to keep it on track. There's a lot of guys who crashed out. He didn't. So yeah, P11, solid result for him as well.
Well done to the guys.
Yeah, definitely.
11
And,
finishes.
Yeah. So yeah, for the guys viewing, if it's your first time viewing, we're just going to have a 5-minute break. You're just going to see the lobby again where the drivers' names are. They're all going to take a short break, just grab a drink. We're just going to set up the custom grid, reverse grid for race 2, and then we'll be back in probably around 5 minutes or so. So don't go anywhere. I just want to quickly run you through the finishing order. There's the podium finishers. Red Bull up top, as we've seen so many times this season. Wouldn't it be nice to see that happening in real F1 this season? A lot of Red Bull on top. I'm,
No,
I,
no, no. We love our Mercedes on top.
I
No,
was
no,
gonna say you're gonna beg to differ there, don't you?
no. Yeah, but I'll take you through the grid. P1
Okay,
Grimjaw.
great.
Really dominant display from him. P2 Sambrick based on penalties. SAF1 Eugene coming in P3. Don Robico P4. Killer Bean P5. Carabo P6. Shakes. Most unluckiest man at Spa today. P7. Yakunahu P8. QS P9. And Immortal Viking your pole sitter for the next race in P10.
Thanks, Nathan. So yeah, we're gonna quickly just have a short break, like I said. So if you don't hear us talking or anything, it's just because we're busy sorting out the custom grid. But yeah, um, we'll be back shortly. So just don't go anywhere. All right. Yeah, Nathan. Right. We'll be racing shortly again. Are you here, Mackett?
Yes, yep.
Cool. So yeah, let me know, what do you think about this new the sprint qualifying format that we're going to see in F1?
It's an interesting format. Um, we'll only, I think, we'll only have proper opinions once we've had the qualifying, sprint qualifying races. Um, I think one thing I would alter though with F1 is these practice sessions, man. Just scrap the Friday running, let them run on a Saturday, one practice session and full sprint race, qualifying, whatever. I just think with the practice sessions, it removes that fact of unpredictability in the races, man. We want to see an AlphaTauri take another win. We want to see these midfield teams surprise all of us.
Yeah. I think that's also what's going to be interesting about these sprint races is I still have mixed feelings about it, but I think it does have potential to make it exciting. Can you imagine at the sprint race on a Saturday, there's a bit of chaos up front, big crash, a guy like Williams, or a guy in a Williams like Russell ends up finishing P5 or P6, and he starts the Sunday race in P6, So, because I think the
Yeah,
finishing
that's
positions for the sprint race will be the starting positions for Sunday.
for the Sunday race, yes.
Yeah, so
And
I
that's what
think,
we want to see.
yeah,
We want to see these midfield teams take a shocking win. I mean, it just adds some variety to the sport. I think they sort of copied the format from F2, and I'm sure, like you, F2 is just crazy. I mean, anyone takes a win on the day. There's no favorite on the day to like say this guy's gonna win. This car is the fastest. All the cars are the same, and it's just up to the driver to make the difference.
yeah, no, definitely. I think it's definitely gonna, throw a few spanners in the works there for the guys and gonna mix it up a bit. But I think which races are they gonna have it at? Is it Silverstone, Brazil,
And
and
Monza, I believe,
and
is one of them.
Monza? Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. All right, so I think it's about 3 or 4 minutes to go, and then yeah, the guys will start reading up soon. Also, the only thing that concerns me about these sprint races is, let's say there is a big accident, and the guy writes off his car. They don't have spare cars, so if the mechanics cannot fix it through the night, he's going to miss out on the big race, and that's where the big
Hmm.
points are.
Yeah,
So
I think it's high risk, high reward.
yeah,
Going with this format.
yeah, definitely, because you're going to have to go, flat out race, because it's literally a sprint race, so it's going to be
Yeah.
intense, it's going to be hectic, but you can't be too aggressive, because if you crash out and your car is beyond repair, you're going to miss out on Sunday where you score all the points, or the huge points.
What's something that's interesting to me, I don't know what your opinion is on it, but say for example, a guy breaks down his MGUK or MGUH, whatever it is, and he gets a new one. Does that contribute to his allocation for the season, or doesn't he take any penalties?
That's actually a good thing, because uh, they already know we're going to have 23 races and they have so many MGUKs for the season. But now FIA is adding 3 extra races, which is going to be raced, with a lot more intensity. So there's going to be more wear on the cars. So surely, if something breaks on that car during that race, I don't know how they're going to work that out. Are they going to be penalized, or are they going to be lenient towards the drivers or the teams when something like that happens? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
but I'm really looking forward to it, man.
yeah, yeah, with everyone starting, and also what I believe is changing is the tire allocations for the qualifying session on Friday. They don't have to start the sprint race on the tire that they use in qualifying two.
Hmm.
So it's just going to be soft, soft, and soft in all 3 sessions possibly,
Yeah,
or maybe medium still for the quicker teams just to get through. But yeah,
yeah.
we'll see.
But I really like to see these Friday sessions be compounded into one session on a Saturday.
Well,
We
at
just go
least,
racing Saturday and Sunday
yeah, but at least we only have 2 practice sessions now of one. Oh, but it's only for those weekends.
for
It's
those
only a,
weekends. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see
Was it
if it's a big
was it
success. I'm
last
sure.
season? Last season at Portimao, I think it was, or Mugello. I think it was Mugello, where they only had one practice session for the
Wasn't it?
entire weekend.
Yeah, it was one of those tracks. It wasn't Imola, was it? No.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but it was only one session. So yeah, very
Yeah, but
interesting.
that's what we want to see.
Yeah,
Teams
for sure.
being unprepared and just pitching up. We go racing.
Yeah, definitely. Let me just find out if these guys are ready.
I can confirm it was in Imola last season, where they had one practice session.
Cool. Okay, there we go. The guy's already up. Now, here comes the interesting bit. Let's first of all see if it's a wet race. And then obviously the
Oh,
drivers now have a free tire choice. So if you had a free tire choice, what would you do?
I think I'd probably still fit the soft.
I guess it also depends on where you're starting. Eh? Yeah.
But also, like we saw in the previous race, if there's an early safety car, you just jump straight onto the mediums.
And finish the whole race, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
A wet race would really shake things up, though.
Yeah, the guys are just choosing their setups. Let's see. And it's a wet race. Your wish has been granted, Mackett. Your wish has been granted.
Oh, I would
Now,
love to see.
is it going to be inters? Is it going to be full wets? And is it going to be a wet race for the whole 11 laps? We don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. It looks pretty wet though. It looks like it's quite heavy rain. But you love wet races, don't you, Nathan? You love it.
Oh, I love it, man.
Yeah,
I love it. I think the wet races just separate the men from the boys.
absolutely. So for the viewers who don't know, my co-commentator tonight, Mackett, races in our Premier Division. He's currently sitting second in the standings for the season so far. So he's a pretty good racer, and yeah, he just loves wet races. So I bet he's already smiling now because he knows what's about to happen in this race.
Yeah, you've got to be really, really careful on acceleration in the wet. You can
Yeah.
easily just light up the rear tires and just spin the car.
I'm a bit unsure why this takes so long. I don't know if there's maybe a glitch in the lobby because it takes a bit long.
Come on, Codemasters. Come on.
Okay, so just getting a message in the chat here. It seems like the lobby is hanging, so we're probably gonna have to restart this session. Um, that's unfortunate. Alright guys, yeah, we're just going to have a short break. They are going to close this lobby and just open a new one. Seems like the game has a bit of a glitch. The lobby is hanging, so the guys are just going to leave the session and join again. I'll be doing the same, but we will stay live. We will stay live and we will be chatting to you as we go. But yeah, unfortunately we're going to have to close this one for now. Sorry, man. Right, so I believe it is going to be a full wet race. The entire race is going to be wet. That's what the race prediction was. So yeah, he will definitely put it on full wets again. Sorry about this, guys. Unfortunately, we have to deal with game issues. We try and manage it and deal with it as efficiently as possible. So, yeah, we're just waiting for new invites. The session will be started shortly, and then we will get going. So just bear with us, please. Nathan, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, I just sent you an invite to the new lobby. Sorry guys, we just have to deal with this, but hopefully all the drivers will get in shortly, and then we will set the grid and we'll go racing. Just want to invite everyone again. Sorry, guys. We're just trying to get everyone in. Thank you for your patience so far. I see we have 10 people online. Shakes is glitching. Yeah, Shakes. Commentating on the stream there. He says he was glitching. Okay. Right, everyone's in. They're just going to set the custom grid and then we should be racing shortly.
Let's hope they sort out these glitches in the 2021 game.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm looking forward to the new game with the new cars and the new developments in the game, but I hope it's also um, less glitchy. Killer Bean says it's going to be a very wet race, and Shake says he's not too good in the rain. He says, I'll be lucky if I finish this race. But then Killer Bean replies on the stream and he says patience is key. So yeah, that's definitely what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Just be patient on the throttle, man. You know, buy your time. I know visibility is also limited, so yeah, drivers don't ready up yet. Just hang on, man.
Even though it's a 22 lap race, in the wet, it definitely feels a bit longer than that. Can't really attack the corners as you would in the dry conditions.
Oh yeah, definitely difficult to attack corners, and also overtaking becomes a little bit more tricky because there's no DRS, you know.
Yeah, just remind our viewers there's no DRS
Yeah.
in wet weather conditions. So it's mainly up to the driver here to do the overtakes.
Yeah, Shake says slow in, slow out, I guess, and then Killer Bean says, yeah, just keep it in 8th gear. Okay. Alright, I think the guys are about ready. I'm gonna give them the signal.
I think when we're in Monza next week, Killer Bean will still be doing his 8th gear around Belgium.
Yeah, by the time we get to Monza, he's just about finished his race in 8th gear. One thing for sure is he won't pick up penalties, though.
Yeah, he is one of the cleanest drivers in terms of track limits, penalties that I've come across.
Yeah, definitely. So for those of you who've been watching every race so far, Killer Bean was formerly known as Ronald. He's just changed his name. He's upgraded himself to a more aggressive driver now by the name of Killer Bean. So yeah, that
Killer
sounds,
Bean.
yeah,
Very intimidating. Very intimidating.
yeah. Guys have to be careful of Killer Bean right now. No, we're just kidding, Ronald, if you can hear us. At least we know now what the weather's going to be like. So get the raincoats out, get the umbrellas out. So what's your prediction? What do you think is going to happen? Who's gonna what are they gonna say? Who's gonna be the contenders and who's gonna be the pretenders? Yeah.
If you can keep it on the black spot for 22 laps, you are definitely a contender.
Oh, 11 laps, yeah, in this one.
Oh, 11 laps, sorry.
Yeah,
11
yeah.
laps. You can definitely be a contender.
I wonder, it's going to be interesting to see how the guys from the winners from race 1, how they're going to come through the field in race 2, you know, or if they'll be able to in the wet.
I do expect to see safety car in this race. I hope I'm proven wrong.
Yeah,
But
I hope so too.
this track is notorious for people just going off in the wet.
Right, let's see. Is it going to be wets or wets for everyone, full wets? Just watch the guys on the formation lap how they struggle with traction, and you can see the guy up ahead. There's absolutely there's no dry line here, nothing. So these guys are going to first of all need to be very cautious on lap 1 to keep it on track, not lose traction. Let's go on board with one of the drivers in the back here. Who's close to another car? You can see the spray there. I'm on board here with Sir Hambrick. And just watch the spray, even though they're going slow. This is almost the same view that the drivers have. So if these guys go at race pace, it's even worse. Luckily these cars have a little flashing light there, which will help them see where the other cars are. Eugene already going deep into a corner with no name.
In the wet, you'd want to be in first place as much of the race as possible. You have no spray everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. And also for maybe some of the first time viewers, if you don't know, usually what happens is in a dry race there is a compulsory pit stop. You have to use 2 different tire compounds in a race. In the wet you don't have to. You can start and finish the race on the same tire you can finish the race on the same tires that you start. You don't have to pit. So yeah, a couple of guys picking up disqualifications here, making contact with each other in the wet. So on the formation lap, so it's already difficult to slow the cars down. So they'll be sitting there on the grid with extra cold tires. Mortal
Top
Viking
2
coming
seem
through.
to be in a rush to get this race started.
Who?
The top 2, they've just dropped the rest of the field.
Yeah, way too quick. Either they're too quick or the drivers behind have slowed down intentionally. Alright, wow, look at this water, standing water on the track. I'm on board with Immortal Viking as he's static here on track. It looks like there's a lot of standing water. As the grid is forming up, I just want to see if I can get a good view here. There we go. 4 lights, 5 lights, and there's a pause, and there we go, and they're off. Okay, this looks like a really good start from Immortal Viking. Also from one of the Ferraris at the back coming through quite rapidly. Let's hope these guys can keep it clean into turn 1. Looks fairly clean so far. I don't really see any front wings or any cars sideways, so it looks pretty clean. On board through Horus here with Brad. Is there any cars going off track? Yep, there's a couple of cars running wide, but luckily no one has lost it. Let's go up to the front here. Who's leading? It's Immortal Viking still leading from QS, who runs wide, and I think Shakes went up his outside there. Wow, that's really good. Are you still with me, Mac? Don't know. Okay. Well, anyway. So yeah, we're racing Shakes with a very good start. He's already up to P2, so that's really going to help him. He wants to rectify his mistakes from race 1. Eugene is already
up 4 positions.
Yeah, well done. I just saw the same thing. Killer Bean has dropped quite a lot. He's all the way back at 15th. Does he have wing damage though? I'll tell you no, he's got no wing damage.
No.
He's just lost a lot of positions. Grimjaw up to P7. Don Rubico is going to have virtual safety car.
I was losing it. So I was lost it through P1. He has wing damage.
Yeah, virtual safety car. Pretty clean lap 1, to be honest. I expected a bit of front wings flying, and so far it looks like everyone has their wings intact. No, Diego's lost his right end plate. Do you know if Zars picked up any damage?
Yeah, he has wing damage.
So he's gonna box, yeah.
He hit the wall coming out of P1. Oh.
5-second penalty for Shakes.
And
Has he made
for Eugene. Thanks to that for front wing replacement.
Yeah, I think they just made contact there. I think Shakes and Eugene made contact. Are we racing again? Yes.
Buckle is our first retirement in the second race.
Oh no. Before the bus stop chicane, so was that before the restart?
Yeah, that was.
We have Yaku up to P2. Immortal. No, sorry. This timesheet is messing around with me here. Just ignore what you guys are seeing on the timesheet on the left for now. I'm trying to figure out who's up leading. Okay, Immortal Viking is still leading. Shakes is in P2, but he's got a 5-second penalty. And then we have QS in P3, Yaku is up in P4. The timesheet will fix itself now. Karaba up in P5. There we go. Almost.
Yeah.
It's quite messy, eh?
The timesheet glitch.
Yeah. Ooh, another yellow flag. What do we have?
Immortal Viking just spun it.
Oh man. Yeah, he's lost.
And it shakes into P1 now.
Ooh, Immortal Viking's lost it again.
Ooh.
Is he keeping it out of the wall? Yes, he does. So QS up to P2, Shakes up to P1, leading the race. Although he's got that 5-second time penalty.
Now that's what I mean, ladies and gents. On the witch, you just gotta be careful on that accelerator and easily spin the car.
Karaba went for a move on Yaku Nachel, but he didn't make it stick. Wow, he's going up the inside. He's going up the inside of Yaku there. I'm on board with Grimjaw, watching this three-way battle for P2.
And he made the move. Well done.
Yeah, Grimjaw also takes Yaku Nachel on the exit of turn 1. So Yaku losing out on 2 positions there. Grimjaw's got great momentum coming through Arusia.
Oh. Naughty from the Alpha.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know if he lost it. Grimjaw on the back of Karabo. He's going to go for the move though. He's going to maybe try out break him. Yes, he does. Karabo comes back at him. Oh, and he clips Grimjaw. Now he has to wait for all these cars to come past. Stay out of the wall, man. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, losing so many positions there.
I just think he could have been a bit more patient with that move.
Brad also retires.
Brad retires.
First victim of a rouge there in the wet. You mean Grimjaw could have been more patient, or Karabo?
Yeah, Grimjaw could have been a bit more patient than that.
He did go for the move a little bit late.
I mean, he has the speed.
Yeah.
On the right place to do the move.
Yeah. I'm sure that's
and
going to
we
end
have
up...
a full course safety car now.
Oh,
So that'll
man.
bunch the field up.
That would have been for Brad's accident.
Yeah, he lost it for a road.
Yeah. I'm sure that Grimjaw Karabo incident is going to end up in the steward's office later, so... we'll wait and see. So Shakes probably won't like this safety car now, because he's going to lose his lead. Unless he's going to pit. Look, he's got a 4-second lead, so unless he's going to pit now, serve that penalty and then just get on with things. But it's going to help guys like Grimjaw and Eugene, because the field will bunch up again, so it's almost going to be like a restart of the race for them.
Right, at the end of lap 3, let's just run it on the order. We have Shakes and the Williams in P1, Duaz in P2, Bravo in P3, Yakuna down 1 position in P4, Immortal Viking, the guy that was leading the race at the start, is down to P5, Don Robico in the Ferrari P6, the other McLaren of Royal Viking in P7, Cowboy is in P8, and he does have a 5-second time penalty. Killer Bean, who was towards the rear at the end of lap 1, is up to P9, and Quinton Game is the guy who started last.
I see Diego also pitting, as well as Quinton. So Eugene already up to P10 again.
Yeah, I think it's just damage limitation for him here at the moment.
Yeah,
Get as
definitely.
much points as you can.
Saw a few guys picking up 5-second penalties for collisions. Karabo and QS.
The top 3 all have 5-second penalties.
Yeah, remember Shakes picked up one earlier because of...
Royal Viking loses it under the safety car.
Yeah, there is the front wing, and there he stands in the road.
Eugene up to P9 now.
Scoring big time here for him. Top 8 hasn't stopped. There's 5 drivers in the top 8 with 5-second penalties.
I think the strategy of 8th gear for Killer Bean must be working out quite well for him.
Yeah, he's unfortunately lost 2 positions so far.
I must say, Shake is doing quite well. Yeah. I mean, we saw his pace in the first race.
Yeah, that's what I thought. If he can show the same sort of pace, even though it's wet now, if he can show the same sort of pace that the other guys that he's had in race 1, and he can create the lead, I think the guys are going to struggle to catch him. Safety car in this lap? I don't think so.
I think we'll lead us another lap.
Yeah, it should. There's a little bit of a dry line forming. I wonder if it's going to end up being intermediate conditions.
It stops raining. You
Yeah.
might definitely see some people ditch these wicks.
Zaz retired. What happened now? He also loses it. Oh man. And we have Karabo in the pits, serving his penalty and also changing his front wing.
So as it stands at the moment, Yakunaho is in prime position to near to win.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And then maybe... Yeah, Grimjaw is all the way down at P11. That's not where he wants to be. He didn't pit though, did he?
No, he just had a spin.
Yeah, he just spun, he didn't pit.
No, Grimjaw did pit. He did pit, yes.
Yeah, he did.
It's showing as one stop.
Safety car should be in this lap. Let's see how good Shakes can be on the safety car restart. Under wet conditions, difficult to get heat into the tires. You can see the guys
Very
weaving and spinning the rear tires just to gain some heat. And also, I think that's what might happen to guys like Royal Viking and Bazaars. Maybe just weaving too excessively and accelerating, and then you lose the rear.
The interesting thing is though, on the restart, you want the tires as hot as what you can get them. But during the race, you want them as cool as possible.
That's true. That's true. You don't want them overheating in the race.
That's why you'll see some drivers going offline into the puddles of water trying to cool the tires down.
Yeah. It's tough to keep it in that optimal temperature window. So I think warmer tires for the start gives you the initial grip just to get a good start. But then, as the dry line comes up, they overheat quite quickly. Yeah, Shakes slowing down the pack a bit here. Someone's going to be on the radio now saying he's going too slow. Actually not. I think he might go for it.
I think it's a bit too early to go for it. But
yeah, the safety car's still there. I'm not sure how much experience he's got with safety car restarts being in the lead, but let's see. Right, and I think he's definitely going to go for it right now.
Right, we're away.
There we go.
Cowboy looks like he's lost it on the restart.
And so is QS. QS run wide. Yakunachel is up to P2. Immortal takes him. Don Rubico slots in with P5. So Yaku. What?
Oh, and I see a bit of front wing flying off in one.
QS actually did keep P2. I think it was Yakunachel that I saw spinning, not QS. Sorry for that. Oh, he goes wide again. He's going to pick up a penalty there if he keeps doing that. Mortal Viking on the back of QS is going to go for the move on the inside. I think he's... no. Thinks of it.
I think better of it.
Yeah. Although I see Immortal Viking has left end plate missing, so that's really going to cost him a bit of downforce. Corners. But, oh! Sorry for interrupting you there. Immortal Viking runs a little bit wide in corner with no name. Rubico comes up his inside and takes the position. So Rubico is actually known for being very strong in races. Race number 2, he calls himself the king of race 2. So because he's won quite a few of race 2. So so he's gonna try and keep his reputation. Yeah, definitely. And he's sitting pretty in P3 now. Unfortunately, he has a penalty. So Eugene up to P7, Killerbean P6, so Killerbean is going to want to keep Eugene behind him. Just going to help the Red Bull team in constructors and also help his teammate a bit in the standings.
It's a good restart from Shake.
Yeah, Quinton Gaming goes on the grass. Oh, he's not, he's going to lose it. He's going to, no he's not. Did he actually make this move? Yes he did.
Yo, what a move.
Goes up
That's one for the grandkids.
Yeah. Although, I don't know, he made the move while off track, so I don't know how legal that was, but yeah, let's leave it at that. He's going to go for the move on Killer B as well. He's lagging actually. He's quite lagging a bit. Grimjaw now behind Eugene, so he's caught up to the main championship rival. Massive battle up here. Look at Quinton Gaming going. Oh, they're going 3 wide. Oh. Quinton had to defend there and attack at the same time. Eugene gets through on Killer Bean, does he? Yes, he does. And I'm expecting Killer Bean to let Grimjaw through here.
Yeah, I think the Red Bull team will probably be on the radio to let him move over.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going for the move, yeah. Yeah. He's not gonna hold up his teammate, he knows he's faster, so and much higher up in the standing, so he's gonna want Grimjaw to go and chase.
Oh,
Look at
Quentin Gaming.
damn,
He's on a mission today.
another move. This wet
Oh.
weather is really working for him. Even though I see him lagging a bit on my screen, I don't know if it's the same
Yeah,
for
he's
you.
lagging on my side as well.
Yeah, but he's really flying. And in the comments here, we have someone saying, "Go on, Shakes." It seems Zondi saying, "Shakes." Oh, Karaba retires.
Oh, we have
Where
to
is
up
it?
off. Whoa!
That was close. What's happening here?
Quentin Gaming. Oh, I think better of it. Shakes flying at the moment. 5.8.
Absolutely. He's got this in the bag. If he can keep this gap up, that 5-second penalty is not going to make a difference. And he's got the fans watching him, so he's got everything to play for here. And Don Rubika overtakes QS coming out of turn 1, and he's into second place. Now, there's 4 laps, what, 8, 9, yeah, 3, maybe 4 laps to go. Is he going to be able to catch Shakes? I don't think so.
QS coming back at Don Rubito. Throws it on the inside and makes the move slip.
Got off
QS
contact.
back up into PT.
Was there damage to Rubiko? No, luckily not. So maybe just some wheel rubbing there. But this helps Shakes. Look at that, 7.7 second gap already. So it's really helping him a lot.
Really good driving here from the Williams.
And look at this, from Immortal Viking. Oh, Quentin is going to go for the move here. Hopefully not through poor.
Oh, no, but taking spot.
No, he makes contact actually. I think he pushed him wide there. Oof, and
Ooh.
almost makes. Oh, and there goes. Who's that? Grimjaw. Yo, Grimjaw.
Bunch of drivers going wide there.
Yeah, Eugene clipped Grimjaw because he had to take evasive actions because of Immortal Viking. That was hectic. Could have so easily ended up in a big crash. So good evasive actions and control there from Grimjaw, but he did lose 2 positions, unfortunately. It's a massive fight here. Go on board with Yaku Nachel here. Oh my word. That was crazy. I think it's settled down a bit, yeah. Quentin did get past the Immortal Viking, yeah. And it's all on the back of Don Rubiko.
Oh, Samrick throws it on the inside of his teammate. And he makes the move.
And Quentin up to P3, sorry. Eugene, oh, there was contact between Immortal Viking. Oh, he goes straight. There was contact between him and Eugene, yeah. Expect that to end up in the stewards office in approximately 5 minutes from now. Eugene on the back of Don Rubiko. Is he going to let him through? Let's see. Yes, Don Rubiko does not fight his teammate. Wise choice, championship points at stake.
No, he's losing out to the horse.
Sir Hamrick as well. He's losing out to Sir Hamrick.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's not ideal. Sir Hamrick actually sets a purple sector there. He's flying. Maybe this track is drying out a bit here. It doesn't stop raining though.
Doesn't seem like there's a sign of line here.
Shakes has now got an 8-second penalty. Luckily his gap is 8.5, so he really needs to open that gap a bit more. Just to have a bit of a buffer. We haven't given him a lot of air time though, because he's so far ahead. But he's driven a brilliant race so far.
He's been in a league of his own.
Yeah, definitely. So far it's looking good for Williams, P1 and P3 as it stands. Quentin picks up a 3-second time penalty. It's going to really cost him a lot, because Eugene has nothing so far.
Quentin Gaming up 14 positions. Up in
Wow.
P3.
That's crazy.
To give you an idea, he started last.
Yeah.
8 lost and he's up in the P6.
Some drivers just have that extra touch in the rain, man. I know, I'm speaking to one.
It's a guy.
But I mean, what's the secret though? Like, why? Why? Ooh, sorry, Eugene goes up the inside. That's a late move. Oh, that's a very late move. Quentin spins, yeah. That was not the smartest idea. I think Eugene must have outbraked himself.
Yeah, and he got on the curb there.
So Sir Hamrick now looking good here in P4. It looks like he's up for a podium.
And Quentin Gaming retiring.
Yeah. Retires on track. We have 2 retirements in Mortal Viking as well, in the pit lane. Shakes now with an 11-second lead. Eugene 6 seconds. He's going to lose a lot of positions here.
Just in the secret in the width is just your throttle application as well as your steering. You don't want to be steering too hard.
Yeah.
Cause an oversteer for yourself. I just think Shakes has been excellent at doing that today.
Certainly looks like it. I mean, that gap is just growing. So much.
And
Yeah,
he's
that's
really patient through the corner.
Yeah, if you're on board with it, if I go on board with it, you can hear that he's not too aggressive on the
throttle.
Yeah. And in the chat here we have Armand Labuskafi saying go Team Red, so expecting him to. Oh well, I'm assuming he's talking about the Ferraris here. Eugene sitting in P3. He's going for a move on QAS. Oh, is he going to do it through the bus stop chicane? Hopefully it's a bit cleaner than the previous one. Okay, yeah, rather brake. QAS goes deep. He must have outbraked himself a bit. Eugene's going to get the better traction. He's going to make the move stick here. Yeah, definitely does. Eugene up to P2, but he's sitting with a whole bag full of penalties, so we don't know where he's going to end up at the end of this race. QAS P3, so Hamrick's still looking good for a podium here in P4. He's on the back of QAS as well, coming through Aruzia early on. Let's see. He carries the momentum nicely. He's got the overtake. Oh, he's deploying his overtake on ERS, so he's going to have to outbrake QAS because they've got similar speed. No, thinks better of it. He knows about the penalties, so I think he just needs to be patient right now. Yeah. It seems like the rain is actually heavier. Yeah, the man of the moment, Shakes. He's got 1.5 sectors to go.
He's just sort of stroking this Williams. Like he's not taking any chances.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant racing. Good display from him. Race 1 he also did very well despite the penalties. So yeah, and let's just make sure he still only has 8 seconds, so he's not going to lose too much there. I think the race win will be his.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic. I'll go on board with him in a moment. I just want to quickly go through, see what's happening at the back here. So Hamrick's still close to QAS. Grimjaw very close to Sir Hamrick and QAS as well. So my word, this rain looks insanely heavy. But I'll go on board with Shakes as he comes through the final sector. Drives over some debris there. Luckily does not pick up a puncture and takes the race win. That's his first win in the SAF1 League. So I'm sure he's going to be very happy with that. Eugene comes home in P2, but I think that might change. What's happening at the back here?
QAS has lost it out of the last corner.
And Grimjaw comes home in P3. What's Sir Hamrick doing? Grimjaw comes home in P2 with no penalties. Oh my word. Eugene P3, P4, Yaku P3. Killer Bean up to P6, Don Rubika P7. What a hectic finish there at the end.
QAS will be kicking himself.
Oh, he retired?
In the bag. Yeah, he just lit up the rears coming out of last stop.
I saw him spin. I didn't realize he retired, so he's losing out there. That's unfortunate. But who expected Grimjaw to be on the podium in P2? I mean, he was sitting in P7, I think, like a lap ago. He just went all the way up to P2. But yeah, definitely.
He had a spin, he had a pit stop.
All in all, I think
made it all in P2.
Yeah, he'll be very happy. And what a fantastic race. So yeah, brilliant race from Shakes. Nice and patient, clean.
Yeah.
He didn't have any battles though, to be fair, which gave him the opportunity to create the gap. And
It was
everything,
just an wet driving exhibition up at the front.
exactly. And everything happened behind him. All the chaos, all the crashes, everything happened behind him. So yeah, well done, man. And I think he also deserves the all-round award for driver of the day.
Driver of
Despite
the day, definitely. Yeah.
despite the penalties, he came from last place in the first race. He was up there. He just picked up the penalties, and then obviously
Mm.
a brilliant race in race two. So he's an all-round brilliant event. Look at that little dance on the podium. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Do you want to take us through the final standings?
We'll do that in just a minute. Well done to Shakes. That was a really dominant drive. So let me run you through the standings. We have Shakes in P1 in the Williams. You don't see that every day. Grimjaw up in P2. Yakunaho completing the podium in the Haas. Safan Eugene in the Ferrari in P4. Samrick P5. Killer Bean solid P6 performance. Don Rapico in P7. Diego in the Renault in P8. Cowboy, our last finisher on the day in the Mercedes in P9. QS in P10. He'll be kicking himself. Like I said, he had the podium in the bag and just lost it at the last corner. Quentin Gaming retired in P11. Immortal Viking retired as well, P12. Grabo in P13. Stars in P14. Royal Viking in the McLaren in P15. Brad P16 in the Merc. And Willy Vuckel in the AlphaTauri.
Thanks, Sam, and thank you so much. And yeah, for those guys who are still with us, next week we go to the Temple of Speed, Monza. So we're looking for a fast-paced race there. It's going to be very interesting. But yeah, thank you so much, Mackett, for joining me tonight. Otherwise, I would have been all on my own, and I would have missed out on some of the action. It's always good to have two people in the comms box. So yeah, thanks for joining me.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me, ladies and gents. I hope you guys enjoyed those two races that we had this evening.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's goodbye from me, and we will see you guys next week, same time, same place.